Welcome back, mathematicians. This time we're going to talk about composition of functions. So a composition of a function is kind of like the combination of it. Really, you're putting one function inside of another. So first thing I want to talk about, though, is the difference between this and this guy. This is going to be our multiplication, right? So this is f times g of x. This is f of g of x. And let's talk about this one first, okay? So let's make this one our first one, and this one our second one, okay? So first, let's talk about our multiplication of a function. So that means I'm going to take f times g. So f times g of x is equal to, let's see here, it's going to be 2x squared plus 1 and 3x. Okay, so again, I have f of x and g of x, and I'm multiplying the two together. And we should know that multiplication is commutative, so I don't have, it doesn't matter what I put first or second in this case, right? So I'm going to multiply that using the distributive property, and I'm going to get 6x squared, cubed, and 3x, okay? And that's going to be it. If I had some value of x, I would substitute that x or value of x in for these x's and then evaluate, but I don't, so I'm going to move on. So f of g. F of g is usually denoted with an open circle of x. And what we're going to do is we're going to put g inside of f. Okay, so wherever I have an x in my f of x, I'm going to substitute in g of x. Okay, so that means that I take 2, and I normally would have an x here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a space, squared plus 1. So I'm going to take my g of x, and I'm going to substitute it in for my x of my f of x. And that's my composition of f of g. Okay. So I'm going to work this out. Order of operations, right? All right. So that is f of g of x. What I want you to try, so we're going to try this out. Try g of f of x. So you're going to take f of x, or sorry, g of x this time, and substitute in f of x wherever there used to be an x in g. That makes sense. But try it out. Again, look at my example up here, and I'm going to tell you right now, they shouldn't be the same. Okay? So once you try it out, we shouldn't end up with the same answer. It should be slightly different. All right? Thanks for listening. I'll catch you at the next video.